over too, but I caught like everything is new.
Today's Dreamer shoutout goes to the Nintendo 69. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's get started. Hello little dreamers, it's Rammy offline. In today's video, I am going to be talking about diamond farming, diamond methods, diamond 101 to help you guys better understand how and which method works better for you to get more diamonds. So without further ado, let's get started. So obviously the first method and way to get diamonds in Royale is by purchasing it in the currency shop. Now in the currency shop, the highest amount of diamonds is 240k diamond, which is worth exactly 8k Robux. 8k Robux is a lot of Robux that you are using just for 240k diamonds, just for in-game currency that's just gonna disappear at the end of the day. I don't like that method. However, I do like spending on game passes that benefit me in a game. So the game passes that I highly recommend are Faster Flight, which is exactly 249 Robux. It allows you, the player, to fly a lot faster with the meter bar that is given to you with this game pass. The next game pass I recommend is the times 2 diamonds. It's worth 300 Robux, and the times 4 diamond, which is 1,649 Robux. Owning both game passes and both multipliers, you will be getting a times 6. Now, if you are planning on getting all 3 game passes that I just recommend, and you don't really know how much exactly you need to save exactly 2,198k Robux. Now, on the screen is just a little chart that I made using the diamonds that spawn in Enchanted High. Those diamonds spawn are pretty much exactly what is on the graph right now. So, in the normal amount, let's look at green and red. The normal amount for green and red with no multipliers whatsoever. For green, it's 10. For red, it's 20. Now, if you look at the times 2 section for green, you will see that the green times 2 is exactly the same thing as red's worth. However, with the multipliers of 2, green would be worth 20 and red would be worth 40, when the original one for green would be 10 and the original one for red would be 20. So you kind of see that with the multipliers, it does do a big difference, and without the multipliers you could see the difference. So each section and each row is exactly what it is. So if the times 4 for the red, it will be 80 instead of 40. But however, if you have both multipliers together, you'll be getting 120 when you collect a single red diamond. So you can kind of use this chart to kind of help you figure out, okay, well, which game pass should you buy first. Honestly, if you are really low on Robux and you aren't allowed to get that much Robux, I highly recommend you getting the Faster Flight and the times 2 diamonds. Those are 2 game passes I highly recommend you get your hands on in the game. Now, let's talk about how the multipliers also affect your leveling. Because when you level up in Royale High, the normal amount that you get every single time you level up your character is 300 diamonds. However, with the multipliers of times 2, you'll be getting 600, and with the 4s, you'll be getting 1.2k, and with both multipliers, you'll be getting 1.8k every single time you level up your avatar. However, with the multi-diamond game passes, it does not go with the Foutain, the Town Wheel, and Sunset Island, which means it does not work or apply to those 3 things. So pretty much in Sunset Island, you're given 3 roses at the end where you vote for people. Each rose is worth exactly 30 diamonds. So at the end of the round, if you don't place or you do place, you'll be getting those amount and 90 diamonds if you do end up getting all 3 roses away. However, if you don't end up getting any roses away, you're not going to get the diamonds, and your 3 roses are just going to go to random participators. So in Sunset Island, the podium is, if you get in 3rd place, you get 400 diamonds and 100 XP, and if you get in 2nd place, you get 600 diamonds and 200 XP, and if you get in 1st place, you get 1k diamonds and 300 XP. If you don't place at all, you'll be getting 200 diamonds and 50 XP, but do not forget you got that 90 diamonds for just giving away 3 roses during the voting time. Foutain is another great way to gain diamonds. You may lose diamonds or gain diamonds, but you typically don't lose a lot and you typically don't gain that much. Normal amount is like around 100 down. That's kind of the average amount around then. But with the Foutain, you may also get a halo. And for the halos answer, I use Mafalda on Twitter's chart for the halo answers. Mafalda posts halo charts answers that gives you a higher chance of winning a halo It's not guaranteed that you're gonna win the halo with the first option that you pick, but you have a higher chance because you picked the correct answer. Now, with the halo that you probably won or the halo you got from the fountain, if you are lucky enough to get one, if you don't like the halo, why not profit trade from it? Profit trading, in another way of describing, is you buy something or you gain something for a lesser price and you sell it for a higher price. So, for example, if I bought the seashell purse that came with the Summer Fantasy set for, let's say, 10k and I sold it for 16k, I gain a 6k profit from that trade. That is pretty much what it is. Now, for the profit trading method, you have to be level 75 and up to access the trading hub. However, once you access the trading hub, you can literally sell it anything you have. You can sell dupes, high demand items, because a lot of people are looking for those, and you can sell your dupes, items you don't like, halos if you have any. Just know your values. So knowing your values can benefit you as a seller to gain more diamonds from the trade. That way you're not losing a lot of diamonds, but you are getting some amount of diamonds back. So in order to do this, I use charts on Twitter. I use value charts on Twitter. So for my halo charts values, I use Seizar Royale High. I'm gonna butcher all these names, by the way. I use Seizar Royale High's charts. They update the chart often, so as of right now, it is usually very up to date. Now for my set value, I use Easter Halos. Same thing, she updates her charts very often, so it is up to date as well. And for items of value, I use the chart made by Hhaadys. Most of the items in the charts are either seasonal or high demand items in the seasonal area. However, I know that if you guys aren't allowed to be on Twitter, there is Traderie online. So with the Traderie value, I use that. However, with Traderie, the prices can skyrocket sometimes. The prices can be like normal demand and like very like, why is it 6 million for the newest halo on Traderie? Hello, get your diamonds correct, please. Traderie's values is not always guaranteed to be correct. You will have to keep that in mind. So what I kind of do sometimes is when I'm on Traderie and if I don't see any of the items that are in or on the Twitter halo charts or value charts or any of those charts, I do go to Traderie, and pretty much what I do when I'm on Traderie is I look for the item that I'm going to be selling. So for example, if I'm selling Batmo heels, I'll search for Batmo heels, and then I look at the just traded section. Now the just traded section, sometimes it is a little biased and sometimes it's a little phony because people will just trade with their alt or something like that, or just accept something really outlandish amount of diamonds or items just for the items to skyrocket Traderie value. So do keep that in mind. However, if you keep looking at like what other people are selling the items for or just traded the items for, you would kind of get the idea of what the estimated price is for you and for them. So when you have an estimated price in your head, go with that idea. So for Batmo heels, for example, I've seen a lot of people on Traderie selling it for around 70k up. I've seen people selling it for 75k, 72k, 77k. So pick and choose whatever price range you think is fair for you as a seller and for them. And it's okay to look in the shop as well. So when you're selling something, make sure you look in the shop. Is it seasonal? Is it in the store right now? How much did you pay for it? How much is it in the shop? So when I talk about seasonal stuff, for example, since Summer Fantasy is in the shop right now, especially in the trading hub, there will be people selling in season stuff that is happening right now. They're probably selling seasonal stuff that is current, which means that the price would be lower. I've seen somebody sell the purse that came with the Summer Fantasy set for, because I think in the shop it's like 20-ish K something, and some people are selling it for 16k, which means that if you buy it once that season is over, you can probably sell it for a higher price. You kind of have to think what's in season, what's in demand, what's not in demand, what can I kind of tweak the price for. So once you have that all in mind, now as I mentioned earlier, somebody is selling the purse, right? These people usually have a shop in their journal, or they have a shop. Now these type of people that have a shop, you have to keep in mind that everybody's prices is different. Some people follow like Traderie value, some people just estimate the value from the demands and stuff like that. So you have to understand profit trading, you have to understand shop, and you have to understand that everybody's prices is very different. Now I'm going to show you guys some of my profit trades that I've done recently from Traderie. These are just like prices that I kind of went off with. Do not quote me on these prices. They're not exactly how much they're worth. They're just prices that I thought was kind of fair enough for me and for the person buying as well. So anyways, when you're in the trading hub and you're looking for shops, I highly recommend you to engage the trade first. If you're just standing there in the trading hub, nobody's really going to trade with you because you're just standing there and you're not really engaging the trade because it's kind of awkward in the trading hub. So I highly recommend you to engage in the trade first. And by that, I mean type either in the chat saying, trade me if you have a shop, or I'm looking for a shop, or ABC for a shop, or just something along the line where somebody would answer you saying, I have a shop. Once you find somebody that has a shop, you trade with them, you will see the items that they are currently trading. Now keep in mind that people sell items very differently in prices, especially if it's off-season stuff. It might be a little high, especially if it's in high demand. So keep that in mind. However, with the person that you're trading, let's say you found a shop and you found an item that you really want to trade for. However, you notice that the price is a little high, but it's not too high, but you kind of think I can probably find a lesser price. Probably two choices that you have: either accept the trade and just sell it for higher prices, or if you really are low on diamonds and you just want to profit trade but you don't want to spend all your diamonds on this item, tell this person that you like to trade, but can you guys come back and trade each other again later? Can they hold the item for you? Which means that you will have to friend them, and sometimes friending people won't work because they aren't allowed to friend other people. So then you will have to make your choice: do I trade or do I not trade? So at the end of the day, I hope these kind of tips and tricks kind of help you learn a little bit more about diamonds, understand the diamonds, and how to get more diamonds. Now, guarantee you're not going to get like a million diamonds within a week of doing this kind of tips and tricks or these kind of profit trades and stuff. But if you work really hard, you will get to your end goal of diamonds. And I highly recommend you to set a goal of how much diamonds you want at the end of the day. So without further ado, stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you little dreamers next time.